Hi everyone, I'm using IPTV here again. This time we're talking about the remotes for the Formuler boxes, and I have three with a keyboard remote on the end by Dreamlink, which is compatible with Formuler devices. The one on the far left is the GTV one that is Bluetooth capable, as well as voice activated, and actually has a Google Assist button right on the top there, which is great. And as you notice, the one to the right of it is the Z8 Pro remote. Very similar. As well, you'll notice that there are three weird buttons on the bottom. That actually is so that you can actually customize and make your own remote control buttons and have it do whatever you want it to do if you so please, which is great. And I should also mention that those two remotes actually use AA batteries, whereas the last two use, whereas most of them are actually AAA batteries. The one in the second from the right is the Alpha remote. I think it's probably the weakest remote of the Formuler lineup. It is, the font is very small, so it's not easy to see what you're actually pressing. As well, extremely light, so it doesn't really seem to have much heft to it. And so those are the main concerns with that remote. In terms of this last one, I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen this one before, which I love. It's Bluetooth, so it comes with a dongle, and I'm losing all of my remotes now. This is keyboard on the flip side, and works very good. It's got a good weight to it, and very easy. I would say it's pretty easy to use. Now, if you notice, all of these remotes have those funky colored buttons, and everyone wonders what they're all about. It's basically a universal controls, and basically the red one is for search. Excuse me, it is for sorting. The green one is for search. Yellow is for lock. That would be for parental lock for, say, adult channels. The default password is quadruple 0 if you accidentally click on it. As well, the last button is blue and actually is the favorite button, which I'm sure most people would be using. I should mention that people get confused. How do you turn the IPTV on and off? So if you see, it's either STB or IPTV. The GTV, you see clearly it's the power button. So that's straightforward. And then there's STB, IPTV, and STB. What does STB stand for? Set top box. So basically, you know, an extra box that you would hook up to your TV for viewing purposes. TV is TV. That I think a lot of these, I haven't really used it. It's just to be universal and be able to control your TV as well, eliminating two remotes, so you only have to use one. So there is that. There's also video buttons, stop, fast forward. The basic information is there. In terms of group is for your submenus for TV channels, and that makes it easier to navigate, such as sports, your language channels, whether it's Chinese, Italian, Spanish. And then there is menu. Menu, that is when you get to select whether it is for live TV, video on demand, which means movies in this case, and in TV series. Home button, everyone knows. That really goes out of it. That one you really don't need to use, but that's exiting the My TV Online app altogether and just getting you up to the home menu of the actual Android device. So that for TV viewing, you really don't need to concern yourself with, to make it simplistic for everyone. There is some shortcut buttons as well. Live for live TV. There is VOD for video on demand, which is great. And I know that these two don't have it, so maybe it's a possibility to maybe make those buttons for these two remotes here, since it's missing on the remote. I think that would be a good option, actually. I guess whatever you watch the most, really. One client actually uses the sleep button, so people that leave it on in the background all the time, or depends where you're using your device, you can have it turn off after, you can put a timer basically, and it will basically turn off. And that is all I can say right now. Of course, you see the record buttons as well. That's the red circle here on the DreamLink one as well, and also up there. I think if you were to just break it down, it's really not that difficult, but I mean, I guess to each their own. It's really not as bad as you think. Anyways, if you need any extra remotes, give us a shout, and let me know. Thank you.